let's make some sauerkraut. There are so many incredible benefits to eating live fermented food that I have to run really quick and get my little notes about it. Yeah, like, okay, sauerkraut. It's an immune booster. And these are things that are, you know, researched and proven, not just somebody's idea. It's a cancer fighter and it's a digestive aid. And I even have all the words here of all the various friendly bacteria and antioxidants that are created when you ferment cabbage and make it into sauerkraut. And it's so easy. Okay, so I've got half of a head of green cabbage, half of a head of purple cabbage, and some apple, because I'm getting fancy with this. But you could just use green cabbage and salt, and I've done that too. And the salt I have is 5 teaspoons of kosher salt. I know, what's she doing? She always uses sea salt, but and sea salt's cool, but it makes the liquid cloudy, so we want it to look kind of pretty, so we're going to use the kosher salt. All right, cabbage, apple, and I'm going to put salt on these. Sprinkle this salt evenly and just kind of fluff it around, and the next step will be to put it in a big crock. Now I've seen people do this in jars, and you can do it, or just a bowl, you can do it in anything, but I have this nice fancy crock, but it doesn't matter, you know. And then I'm going to start putting it in layers in the crock, just like that. 1, 2, and some apple, just like that. And now I'm going to pound it. Now I'm going to use a meat pounder. I've seen people do it with their fist, you know. I'm just not that kind of a person, but I've also seen people do it with a wine bottle. That's okay. And here we go. And you smush it like this, and it makes noise and attracts attention. You smush it like this till it's all flattened out down in the bottom of that crock. And what I'm looking for is the salt to start drawing the water out of the vegetables, so that eventually I want this kraut, this cabbage, to be immersed. Yeah.
You see in the dictionary? I know it's cheating, but I need real help with
You're
this
not supposed to look in a dictionary when
I think you can. Anyway.
Whose rules are
I think
those?
it's in Joaquin's room. He's been studying up.
Okay, that's good. Everybody out. Go away. All of you, go away. No, keep it here. Bye. Thank you.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
So once you have this, pound it in there pretty hard, and you're seeing some liquid start to form. You're going to find a plate that fits exactly inside. Put that in there. You're going to put a weight on top of the plate. It could be a clean brick, anything heavy. I find that a jar of water works perfectly. And then you're going to cover it with a cloth. The reason for that is just to keep the dust out of it. Then for the first 24 hours, you're going to come by ever so often and press on the top of the jar of water so that you're putting weight on that cabbage. And the goal is to get it immersed in liquid. Once it's immersed in liquid, you look in there and you go, oh, I see it's below water now. Then you can put it in a safe place. I believe that we don't have any safe places in this house, but I'm going to attempt to find one and let it do its thing for 2 weeks. Just set it right down there.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So after about 10 to 14 days, you want to test your sauerkraut. Just don't be afraid. Go in there, lift the plate up, stick a clean fork in and have a taste of it. And if you like the taste, if you're like, yeah, I like that, then that's the time to go ahead and put it in jars. Or if you think, wow, I'd like it a little tangier, then just leave it a little longer. So this is the Sandor's Pink Lady Sauerkraut finished. And you can see it's absolutely beautiful magenta color. And this is sauerkraut that I made that was just cabbage, green cabbage and salt and nothing else. And that's what that looks like. And this one's been hanging out for a while, and as it hangs out in the refrigerator, it keeps fermenting and getting a little tangier, but at a slower rate. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That will make your belly happy.